Top Career Quotes. Compiled by Xaviard.com team. Here are some career quotes. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. Confucius. It's not what you achieve, it's what you overcome. That's what defines your career. Carlton Fisk. Work to become, not to acquire. Elbert Hubbard. Find out what you like doing best and get someone to pay you for doing it. Katherine Whitehorn. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times, I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed. Michael Jordan. Failure doesn't mean you are a failure, it just means you haven't succeeded yet. Robert H. Schuller. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Abraham Lincoln. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. Thomas A. Edison. I think everyone should experience defeat at least once during their career. You learn a lot from it. Lou Holtz. I want to look back on my career and be proud of the work, and be proud that I tried everything. Jon Stewart. Dreams are extremely important. You can't do it unless you imagine it. George Lucas. If you can dream it, you can do it. Walt Disney. Desire? That's the one secret of every man's career. Not education. Not being born with hidden talents. Desire? Johnny Carson. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. I must not fail to do the something that I can do. Helen Keller. A mind troubled by doubt cannot focus on the course to victory. Arthur Golden. It's not the days in your life, but the life in your days that counts. Brian White. Success is how high you bounce when you hit bottom. General George Patton. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Albert Einstein. Do not be too timid and squeamish about your actions. All life is an experiment. Ralph Waldo Emerson. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, and then success is sure. Mark Twain. Why do they always teach us that it's easy and evil to do what we want and that we need discipline to restrain ourselves? It's the hardest thing in the world to do what we want. And it takes the greatest kind of courage. I mean, what we really want. Ayn Rand. A career is wonderful, but you can't curl up with it on a cold night. Marilyn Monroe. I've learned that making a living is not the same thing as making a life. Maya Angelou. When defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound, rebuild those plans, and set sail once more toward your coveted goal. Napoleon Hill. What would you do if you weren't afraid? Sheryl Sandberg. Done is better than perfect. Sheryl Sandberg. Persistence. Perfection. Patience. Power. Prioritize your passion. It keeps you sane. Chris Jamie. Only those who decline to scramble up the career ladder are interesting as human beings. Nothing is more boring than a man with a career. Alexander I. Solzhenitsyn. Even though your time on the job is temporary, if you do a good enough job, your work there will last forever. Idovo Koinikan. If you say that getting the money is the most important thing, you'll spend your life completely wasting your time. You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living, that is to go on doing thing you don't like doing, which is stupid. Alan Watts. I have dozens of loyal fans. Baker's dozens, they come in 13s. Felicia Day. We cannot change what we are not aware of, and once we are aware, we cannot help but change. Sheryl Sandberg. Fortune does favor the bold, and you'll never know what you're capable of if you don't try. Sheryl Sandberg. If you're waiting until you feel talented enough to make it, you'll never make it, Chris Jamie. When they asked me what I wanted to be, I said I didn't know, Sylvia Plath. Begin somewhere. You cannot build a reputation on what you intend to do, Liz Smith. The crowning fortune of a man is to be born to some pursuit which finds him employment and happiness, whether it be to make baskets, or broadswords, or canals, or statues or songs, Ralph Waldo Emerson. It is not as much about who you used to be, as it is about who you choose to be, Sanhita Bauer. No, scratch the word career. Careers are for people who wish to advance. I only want to survive, draw a paycheck. Emily Giffin. Kat, I'll let you in on a little secret. We don't all love our jobs every day. And doing something you have passion for doesn't make the work part of it any easier, it just makes you less likely to quit, Kate Jacobs. I'm a heart surgeon, sure, but I'm just a mechanic. I go in and I fuck around and I fix things. Shit, Raymond Carve. Don't confuse having a career with having a life, Hillary Rodham Clinton. What you're really supposed to be doing is whatever makes your heart sing, Barbara Sher. Living a life somewhere else in your mind is nothing more than being a prisoner where you are, Shannon L. Alder. The fishing is best where the fewest go, and the collective insecurity of the world makes it easy for people to hit home runs while everyone is aiming for base hits, Timothy Ferris. The home is the ultimate career. All other careers exist for one purpose, and that is to support the ultimate career, C.S. Lewis. It's the people we hardly know, and not our closest friends, who will improve our lives most dramatically, Meg J. Happiness does not come from a job. It comes from knowing what you truly value, and behaving in a way that's consistent with those beliefs, Mike Rowe. In the early days all I hoped was to make a living out of what I did best. But, since there's no real market for masturbation, I had to fall back on my bass playing abilities, Les Claypool. For more quotes like this, kindly visit Xaviard.com. Thank you.